Enter the wolf time.
Hello everybody and welcome to Enter the Wolf Time once again. Today we're going to be deviating from Space Wolves. I'm going to be showing you some more of my Inquisitor stuff. For those of you guys that don't know or recently have just tuned into the channel, Inquisitor is another one of the games that I do from Games Workshop. It's one of the specialist games. It's a narrative RPG, and essentially you can do anything you want. It takes place on a larger scale than your 40k or Warhammer stuff. It's a 54mm scale as opposed to a 28. And I did the Inquisitor's Warband last episode, if memory serves. So today what we're going to be looking at is some of the mutants that I use in Inquisitor, or that me and my friends use as enemies, or informants, or some other random character. The first one we're going to look at is Squidface. Now, this guy is based on the Quavandius model, the stock Quavandius model. And his name's Squidface because he's got the squid-like tentacles coming off his face and all these tentacles coming off around here. Starting with the tentacles, these were individually made for the holes that I bored into the Quavandius torso. To use a Dremel and just drill in. Took me about an hour and a half to do all that. The head, a lot of people think this head is green stuff. It's not, it's actually the original Quavandius head. Just green stuff, some little tendrils, tentacle things coming off there. The suckers, again, are individually sculpted. Just a little blob of green stuff, tiny little rolled up, stuck on. And then I think I used a paper clip just to press the hole into it, just to make it look like a suction cup. The sniper rifle is made out of, obviously, the stock from the Quavandius right arm, an Ekron Gorse cannon, I think, if anyone wants to correct me, they can, and the barrel from a autocannon. The scope here is made from a random Tau bit that I found, and it's a pretty decent looking sniper rifle, I think. In-game it counts as a hunting rifle with a rangefinder in the scope. The actual idea for this guy, he is like a chameleon guy. He's got chameleon skin, hence his skin can be any colour. I chose pink because it's more of a contrast to some of my other Inquisitor models. It basically makes him very hard to hit. The tentacles basically enable him to scale almost any surface, which means that rather than having to roll 2 actions to get up something, he rolls 1, and also he treats every scalable surface as if it's having a ladder, so he gets up easier. Basically, the idea of him is he goes up to a wall and just goes and goes up and hangs there and snipes. Okay, that's him. That's Squidface. We're going to move on. This is one of my favourite models. This is a pretty random guy to play with. This model is called Jihad Rat. Now, his name is Jihad Rat because he has one cool move called Master Pin. If you noticed, he has a lot of grenades attached to him. Basically, if anyone's ever seen Batman Dark Knight, you know the bit where the Joker has all his grenades attached with one piece of string? Essentially, he's got that. So when he gets down to critical damage or really heavy damage, he basically just goes insane, pulls the Master Pin, and runs at everybody and basically just bombs them. He has no combat weapons, only throwing weapons, which are his grenades. As such, he gets bonuses. This model was actually made using the Skaven Horned Rat. I think it was the old one, although I'm not too sure whether or not there was 2 versions made, but I know it is a very old model that I use. This was provided by my good friend Jay. Now, this is probably my most extensively rebuilt Inquisitor model. The Horned Rat actually stands a lot taller than this. I basically used his feet, I used his legs, I used his tail, arms and head. I had to cut the torso, reposition it. There's a lot of pinning involved with this model. Then what I did, because I wanted him to be like he had loads of bandages on as if he'd been caught in his own explosions, I got layers of green stuff, ribbons of green stuff, what I made, basically draped them round him, wrapped round him, making him look like he's actually holding himself together. The grenades he's got a couple of stick bombs. These are normally just frag grenades. He's got 2 haywire grenades, and if anyone watches Monty Python, he has the holy hand grenade of Antioch, and thou shalt pull out thy holy pin. That kind of stuff. Okay, he's a bit mad, this character, so what he's done, he's actually painted faces on all of his grenades. There's a little one there, little happy faces, because they're his friends. He likes to blow shit up. There's even little faces on the haywire bombs there. This guy has regenerate for game purposes, because if he uses Master Pin or if he blows himself up, which has happened. One time, well actually the game I had today, he got 2 frag grenades out, held them in his hands, and then didn't get enough actions to actually throw them. So he essentially just cooked the grenades in his hands and just boom, dead. And obviously he regenerated. In the end of the game, if he had waited another turn and regenerated, he would have actually been back up and running. Kind of like, imagine Liquid Metal Terminator from Terminator 2, that kind of thing. You got kind of like remeshes himself back together, reknits himself. Yeah, that's him. He's a pretty cool model. One of the guys at Games Workshop doesn't like me using this as Jihad route because of the suicide bomber aspect of him. But let's not get into that right now. Okay, the next guy is probably one of my favourite mutants that I have. This guy is Tiny Jim. As you can see, he's pretty damn big. There's Squidface in comparison with him. Yeah, a pretty big beast. He's basically just a mutant that is insanely strong. This is made out of the old Warhammer Fantasy Giant. Oh, balls, I think I just... Oh, no. Ugh. I thought I just smashed Jihad Rat. Let's put him back there, and Squidface too. Okay, not an awful lot of conversion really. Basically just trimmed the tree branch or whatever it was that was in this hand, changed his head for an ogre head just to emphasise that his body's grown massive and his head stayed the same. A few little additions, got a bit of an orc boss pole top round here as like a mad little necklace, some little pockets there, not that he can actually get his hands into them. And a couple of little extra green stuff bits here. These were originally for like stim injectors, and then he's got obviously some little piping going down here. Now, one of my favourite models because there's so much going on him. First of all, let's start at his head. He's got a little green tufty beard there, which is a bit mad. Then he has strangely pink nipples, which is quite weird. This was made before the ink wash set, so I think I did quite well at getting the muscle definition as well all over him. Okay, other things. He's got happy face on one gauntlet. He's got sad face on another gauntlet. Now, moving on, he's got a bit of a mum tattoo going on there. I was quite happy with my free hand that I did. This necklace here, this is again green stuff rope. Quite happy with the knot that I did there. He's got some little clown pants going on. He's got the blue with the purple and, well, it looks pink on this, but it is purple with the purple and yellow spots. If you noticed, he actually has red painted nails and toenails. So this guy's a bit of a freak, really, to be fair. Other stuff, he's got some a few battle scars there, a load of little piercings everywhere and stuff, and he's even, don't know if I'll show up, got his name sewn onto the back of his pants, Tiny Jim. a lot of people see this guy as a bit of a wrestler, and he is freakishly strong in game. He has like over 100 strength, so he does like to Tiny Jim smash things up. Also, what I like to call a Tiny Jim smackdown, which is quite cool. Okay, that's him. Now, that's it for my Inquisitor Mutants. I have got a couple more things in production. So yeah, thank you for watching this episode of Enter the Wolf Time. See you guys again soon. Cheerio! Hey guys, fellow hobbyists and YouTubers. I'd just like to say thank you for all my recent subscriptions. This is a bit more of a personal message than I normally used to. Normally used to seeing the hands, just the hands, so I thought I'd come and talk to you in person. Well, technically not in person, because I'm wearing a wolf mask. That is to keep my true identity secrets. But yeah, you guys really make my day with like comments and subscriptions and stuff, and even just your viewings. I'd like to say just, yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully I'll be doing this for quite a while, and yeah, keep it up. For those guys that want anything answered, maybe some hobby advice or anything like that, just give me a shout, give me a buzz on the old YouTube, and yeah, I'll sort it out. Thank you very much. Goodbye.